Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing How Are You Unlike Anyone Else? And we have here three beautiful piles. Pile number one with the yellow candle, pile number two with the white candle, and pile number three with the red candle. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that picked pile number one with the Light Seers Tarot yellow candle, let's find out. How are you unlike anyone else? How is my pile number one unlike anyone else? I heard purple hair. See, how's my pile? Your voice stands out. Somebody here has like a very squeaky voice. Like it's like a really like cartoonish squeaky voice. Or like a very like loud and abrupt voice. But it's just very funny at the same time. It's a really funny vibe right here. You definitely possess some sort of leader qualities. I definitely see Aries, Leo, Moon, Rising. You can have very specific looks. Maybe like a very perfect smile, like a really plumb lip. You might have a black cat, but what makes you unlike anyone else is definitely your way of expressing yourself. You can express yourself in a very youthful manner, giving very much like play. I see someone just always joking around. But the reason why you're unlike someone else is because, unlike anybody else, is because not only do you possess these leader qualities, you also play around a lot. And the two really don't go together. You know, you might think that the class clown or the funny clumsy one, you know, it's not really taken into consideration as the leader, the boss, the one that's serious. But it's just like a very beautifully balanced energy here. People respect you, but people can also laugh with you. Um, you can be adopted, or you can come from a home where you grew up with a lot of kids, or like a lot of adopted kids just like you. If that doesn't resonate, it's fine. You can play around a lot with your hair. I'm seeing a lot of play with the hair, different haircuts, um, different extensions, different colors. You can really express yourself through your hair, whether it's through your lashes, through your facial hair. A lot of expression with the hair. Also, a lot of beauty, a lot of natural beauty here. This is this is not someone that woke up and put, makeup on. This is someone that just woke up, ready to go. I'm not saying makeup is bad. Okay, I wear makeup every day. Shit. But there's just like a natural beauty to this person. You. Let's see here. How is my pal number one unlike anyone else? Some of you guys could be interested in dance. Something about maybe dance, gymnastics, yoga. So you can have like a very flexible, slim body. If not, it's just you are very active when it comes to dance and your body. You're unlike anyone else because you can bring up situations or problems that other people are afraid to talk about. See, I'm getting a very confrontational energy with this group, but I don't get like a messy confrontational energy. I get more of a clarity type of energy. You can be the person that doesn't matter how much a situation hurt you or embarrassed you, you're going to talk about it. You're going to bring it up. You're going to bring light into the situation. It's like you will not hold a war inside of you to protect anyone's peace. Your realness makes you unlike anyone else. You probably say a lot to yourself. Listen, if I would meet someone like me, it's over. You know what I mean? Power one, you are extremely mature, extremely way beyond your years, and your attitude can be like no other. There's just so much wisdom through every move, action, or even word you say. Like there is intention in everything you put out there. You're unlike anyone else because you're not really afraid to say what everyone's afraid to say. You're not afraid to maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable to make others realize your uncomfortability. Okay? You're unlike anyone else because every time you come into other people's lives, you almost kind of change it. Whether something changes within other people when they come around you, whether it's their creativity, their plans, their swag, their sense of style, whatever it is. It's like you're a tornado. You know, everywhere you go, it's like some sort of like tower moment for people. But, not really like a tornado because a tornado destructs. You destruct all the ugly that others see in themselves, and they turn it into their own beauty. You change people with your energy. Pile number one. I feel like this group is almost like every time I'm around someone, it's just like they either just change, they start mimicking me, like things just are weird, and like maybe things go better for them. Your energy is just so heightened, so magnetic, pal number one, that it will even fix other people's lives. Okay? And the same thing with the opposite. You're unlike anyone else because you cannot be around anyone. Your energy is so sensitive that just a tad bit of negativity or the wrong people or just the wrong vibrations could just knock you out your game. Will just not make you feel good. Maybe you've had conversations with people that have just drained your energy. Okay? Let's see here. How is my pal number one unlike anyone else? You're unlike anyone else because you like to be alone. You like to be in your own energy. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people like to be alone or whatnot. But your aloneness is more of let me get my shit together before I take it out on someone else. You are very practical in the way you handle your emotions and the way you get over things. And I really, really respect this group because You give me the type of people that really cry in the shadows. And I'm not saying that's like good or not. I know I said you guys were blunt about your emotions, but you're not going to let people see you trip. Like, you're going to keep it real about your emotions, but you're never going to let people see you so down. Okay? And you're unlike anyone else because you don't take your anger out on the world. You understand that hurt people, that we're always going to come across people, places, things, bosses, family that are not going to be the best. And I feel like instead of you taking these things personally and, taking it out on the world, you kind of just almost like to revitalize yourself when you're alone. Like, you like to get over your emotions alone. And maybe you do like to talk about them in person. You like to talk about it. You like to bring it in, bring in the clarity. But a lot of you guys do suffer alone. And you can be someone that's always there for others. You can be that person that people call to complain about all the time, to complain about their jobs, their people, their husbands, their wives. People can constantly call you up just to complain about their problems. And the way you're not like anyone else is that I don't think you do the same. I don't think you call up people to complain about your problems. And if you do, it's really mild. But your independence when it comes to your emotional stability is very unlike others. Okay? A lot of you guys also get a lot of creativity through your pain. Okay? These are the people in this group that are meant to write songs, hit songs about heartbreaks and pains and things that happen to them. And I just want to say, part number one, I'm not saying that pain and hurt is beneficial for you. It's like, you must have it. But there's just something so beautiful about how you can transmute that energy into projects, into richness, into prosperity, and even abundance. Pile number one, you transform your pain into pay. Okay? And that makes you unlike anybody else. I just, oh my God, I don't know how to feel about you guys. It's just very intense. It's an intense energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if you have Scorpio placements, or, you know a lot of people. A lot of people know you. But listen, you could be even the pile that just can't stand people. And I'm sorry. Oh my God, you will just always see that with Scorpio placements. There's just like a dislike, almost, for certain things and people. But it's just a beautiful balance with you. You could clear cut anybody. You're just not gonna let them see you cry. You know what I mean? And you're a great listener. You're a great listener. I don't think there's anybody that listens better than you. And what's so sad, listen, I don't think you feel the same way. It's like you probably feel like you constantly listen to others' problems for hours and hours, and like you could just listen, and you can be such a great communicator, but it's like you feel like you don't get the same treatment. You don't get it. Let's see, how are you unlike anyone else? We got here the Star, the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. This is very beautiful. It's just, honestly, it gives radiant energy. It's giving Lana Del Rey. It's giving superstar here, Paul number one. Let me tell you something. Don't think that I'm gassing you up, because I'm really not. Like, your energy is just so mystical, like just so unique. It gives like artist. It gives like influential. And you are someone definitely that you put your pain to work, whether it's at the gym, writing, starting that business, you dancing, whatever it is, because I told you guys somebody here is like very flexible with their physical body and with their creativity. But let me tell y'all, you transmute any hurt into your satisfaction. And that makes you unlike anyone else. I feel like when a lot of people feel like, maybe it's the end of you. Maybe it's the end of your legacy or the end of who you were. It's like you come with a bang. You break it again. Like you just break through barriers or anything that really tries to stop you. Always overachieving. Always doing the most. Like doing the most but not even doing the most. Bringing in the most without doing much. Pile number 1. Very influential. Now, let's see what is your little, word of the day or tip for the day. 1 second. So here I have the Power of Thought by Louise Hay. And I always recommend Louise Hay for anybody starting their spiritual journey and basically how to better their soul and their life in general. Louise Hay, listen, she's been a life changer for me. If you listen to her videos before going to bed or while going to bed, extremely helpful. She just teaches you how to make life yours, basically. But I'm going to start incorporating one of these hints at the end of my, not hints, what is it? Word of the day. Power thought cards. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Little tip for the day for my pal number 1. Let's see. We have here, the point of power is always in the present moment. So a lot of you guys just got to realize that a lot of what we can control is in the now, not in the past. What we should have done, what we could have done, is just really irrelevant. There's nothing that we could have done back in the day. Or, you know what it is? It's like, if you want to change anything in your life now, you'll have to focus about what's happening now. You can't think about your failures or what you should have done in the past because it's over. And it's like things that you can't change. So the point of staying in your power number 1, is saying F to the past and realizing that the past was more like a lesson than a sentence. Okay, sometimes we feel like our past is us, or what we did. Like it's like a sentence in our mind, but in reality, it was just a little lesson. Okay, and then the one that I got on the front of the deck was I expressed my creativity. So continue to be you, continue to be creative, talented, and just know that your creativity is literally who you are and what feels good and real to you. Not copying. It's all about inspiration and how it makes you feel. And to cut that short, guys, if you have any creative projects, any things waiting, it's time to get to it, pile number 1. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked a pile number 2 with the white candle, let's find out, how are you unlike anyone else? I don't know why I heard torture. Like, is someone torturing you right now? Like, are you having to hold your mouth because someone is torturing you or annoying you? Let's see here. How is my pile number 2 unlike anyone else? Destiny, patience. Patience and planning. Okay. The heart chakra. Foundation and achievements. and movement and choices and decisions. Okay, so throat chakra. Okay, you're unlike anyone else because you live too much in the present moment. I think you are someone that really does not plan for the future. You are rough around the edges. You're impatient. You like things done your way. You can be someone that hates lines and hates anything that's slow or slow moving. Even though you have had this lack of patience or planning, though, you've kind of have become pretty successful. Whether it is through inheritance, husbands, wives, um, your own projects that even if, you didn't have any planning on it, like it wasn't perfect, you still succeeded. Your success almost feels effortless. And it could be success through anything, guys. Career, finances, physical, beauty, health. Um, very out of nowhere success. You're you can be someone very disorganized as well. Like I see clutter. I see drawers that haven't been cleaned out. No judging, of course. We've all had our days. But I'm almost like reading you to let you know the things that make you unlike anyone else is really your presence, your how much you don't care, how much you go with the flow of things, and it's like the what's the worst that can happen to me right now? I could die. Isn't that the worst thing that could happen? Paul, so you could also be very pessimistic. You could like a lot of dark humor. I'm also seeing like a lot of anime, a lot of like Thai food or like Korean barbecue, like Asian food as well. The way you're unlike anyone else as well, you can be very forgiving towards the family. I see a lot of forgiveness towards the family. Maybe you're someone that maybe your family hasn't always been the best to you, but you always try your best to be the best for them. You have a really, really big heart, pile number two. I feel like that's what makes you like unlike anyone else. You're the type of person that you will help an enemy in distress. Somebody could hurt you real bad and you will still help them. Pile number two, you have a really big heart. A lot of secrecy here, a lot of silence, a lot of oh no, I don't want others to find out. You could be someone as well that you can just come out with things without announcing them. Like you could be someone that says, "Well, I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow." What? Nobody knew, but you're letting people know you're going tomorrow. A lot of secrecy here, especially when it comes to plans about the future. This is the pile. You guys believe too much in evil eye. Ah, I heard Arabic household. There's a lot of evil eye beliefs in this group. Someone here, pal, too. You're unlike anyone else because, baby, you were a witch in your past life. You were a witch. You came back to take it all, huh? Let's see here. How is my polymer 2 unlike anyone else? You can have extremely long hair. I'm seeing like that long, silky black hair. If not, you look good with that kind of hair. Let's see here. How is my polymer 2 unlike anyone else? You could have also been the person in school that never studied for a test and just went and aced it all the time. I don't know why that's coming up. We have here trapped in fear, power, love begins. Ah, you're so lovable, but at the same time so cold and distant. Like, you love to be smothered and love and hugged, but there's also like this side of you that feels weird when you hear someone expressing their love for you. Whether it's like a platonic love. Yes, platonic. Because I really noticed that people that are in relationships, people that are cold, but they're in relationships, they're usually more vulnerable with their partners than they are with people in their life. And I can see that here. You can be someone that loves to be possessive over the people in your life. But you've learned that that's not healthy. You've learned that, they could be there, but they don't have to be in your full control. But that's another reading. Pal 2, what I'm trying to get at with this is that you're unlike anyone else because even if you are very loving, you don't like to receive love. Like you don't it's just weird for you. It's like cringy. It's like really cringy for you. It's really cringy for you to say I love you to like a sister, like a friend, or tell them how you feel about them. It's almost like cringy. You can also be a Leo watching me right now. You're unlike anyone else because you kind of like to take control or power over those you love. And it doesn't have to be in an unhealthy manner. It's just like if there's someone in your life, you will do the most to protect them by giving them the best advice ever, by being there for them. But I just feel like the moment that you feel like it's not reciprocated, or they're putting you in the back burner, or you feel like they're not listening to you, like you're just doing everything for no reason, you can be very cold. So the reason you're unlike anyone else is that your attitude can almost be very scary when it changes. Pile number 2, um, it's like a butterfly just like sits on your hand and then boom, it turns into a Dracula. Like it turns like a fucking bat. Like it's just like a scary, like not expected type of vibe. And you do this when you feel not in control, or you feel like powerless, or even like that people are not reciprocating with you. So that's how you're unlike anyone else. You can change real quick on people, okay? Um and people see that. You're also unlike anyone else because you might act like things really don't bother you when they really, really do. When they really, really do. And you really feel like, maybe sometimes, I don't mean to say this, but even feeling like hurting yourself. Maybe this happened in the past, okay? Um, that you would feel like you will let people make you feel so undeserving, so low, okay? I don't think it's like that anymore. I don't really think so. I think you have a better way of handling it. It's true, people might make you feel like really, really bad, but it's like you will never really show it to them. Only through your coldness with them, pal number 2. You're more discreet with your hurtful energy, and you kind of like to bury it and like just not let anybody know. Sometimes I feel like you guys feel like nobody understands your feelings, or people overlook your feelings. And maybe sometimes you might even feel like you're too sensitive. But you're not, pal number 2. Is that the intensity that you're looking for has not arrived yet. It's just like the wrong package getting to the wrong address. It was just not meant for that person. But don't ever try to make your feelings feel unimportant because to others they're not that important, okay? We should always consider our emotions. All right. And pile two, you're just the full package. You're really the full package, but it's just really sad to see how people can really ruin that. Okay, pile number two, ruin it. Um, you have a really good reputation, but you also have a reputation about you for being two different types of people. You could be the type of people that a lot of people got different things to say about. And it mainly has to do with two types of personalities here. A very, very light one, very loving, light one, to a very cold, dismissive, and even rude one. Okay? Um, very emotional. Your problem has always been that you've put too much onto others emotionally, and you never get it back. But it's only a reflection of the lack of love you put onto yourself. Pile number two. This is the pile that they rather not love anybody because they don't think anybody will match their love. Aww. Pile two, I'm really reading you here. But honestly, you have a lot to offer, and don't let people make you feel that way. The only tip that I'll give to you guys is stop taking things personally when it comes to others that are not giving you their time, their full. Don't take it personal. Just know that what others lack to give you doesn't mean that you're any less. It just means that there's something better. Always something better. Because I completely understand the feelings that you guys go through. Let's see any last cards on how my pile number two is unlike anyone else. And then we're going to go with the tip of the day. Ooh, I had a flying one, but I'm going to take it. We have here sacrifice in the reverse, success, and temptation. So you're unlike anyone else because you're not going to change who you are to please anybody. And this is why you're so successful. Because although you don't do things by the book, you don't do things like everyone else, you're impatient or you like to jump onto the next project, it has worked lovely for you. Okay, it has, the way you are has made you get everything you've desired. If not, it's on its way. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, pile two. With temptation, the reason you're unlike anyone else is because your energy is almost very addicting. Okay, very addicting. You give people a high in their lives, especially being around you. Okay, you are an amazing person to be around. So when people do you wrong, I see why you take it personally. Because come on, really, me. Let's get a tip for the day. Let's get a tip for the day. It's like, I'm the coolest person you've ever met, and you're going to do this to me? You know? I am willing to change. So I'm willing to release old negative beliefs. They're only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and uplifting. So tip of the day is, pile number two, think a bit positive. And you'll find your way, especially when you're going through these emotionless, powerless situations where you don't know what to do, where you just don't know what to do. Think about the change you want and see it for yourself. But again, don't think the worst of it. And I had one here. I turn every experience into an opportunity. So this is actually the theme for my pal number one on, how they transmuted their negative energy into positivity. And pal number two, I just want to give you guys a little thing. Just let that, put all the hurt people did to you, the pain, the trauma, put it in a bag. Convert that bag into creative power and succeed. Okay, pile number 2, learn to make disastrous experiences into magnificent success. Okay, pile 2, because you've been disappointed a lot. You've had a lot of expectations of people that just didn't come true. And instead of hollowing and crying in those thoughts, make those thoughts your push. You know what I mean? Your push in the gym. Your push anywhere. Especially when I'm in the Stairmaster in the gym, I love thinking about all the things that people done to me. And I just like to, it's like I fight it off with my energy at the gym and how I use it to get through the workouts. But pile number 2, don't let them change you. Okay, don't let it change you. Let it grow you. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked pile number 3 with the red candle, let's find out, how are you unlike anyone else? Let's find out. I heard turquoise or like a blue crystal. What's the name of that blue crystal? I forgot. But I'm hearing like blue crystals, like something with blue. Like a color like that as well as turquoise. Let's see here. Somebody here watching can have blue eyes. Let's see here. How is my pal unlike anyone else? How is my pal unlike anyone else? Definitely a creative, trendsetter, all right? Loner, all right? Like, should I cancel plans this weekend? Yeah, I should. Ace of Cups. 6 of Cups. You're unlike anyone else because a lot of people are interested in you romantically. You're definitely giving very much sexual energy through your tone, through the way you carry yourself, okay? This is the pile where everyone wants to know what's going on with you, okay? It's giving very popular. You're unlike anyone else because I feel like a lot of people have things to say about you. You're unlike anyone else because you have great communication skills and you know how to hang out with just about anybody. Right here, I'm getting writers, designers, fashion designers, writers. Again, I said writers, musicians. Multi-talented people here. But the hermit screams trendsetter. Okay? Because that loner energy, with the light, on the cage, I just feel like a lot of people look up to you. A lot of people want to be like you. Little girls, little boys can see you and be like, that's how I want to look. That's how I want to be when I grow up, Great storyteller here. Pile 3, you're a great storyteller. You can definitely be very funny, but also very charming, okay? Parents love you. Grandmas love you. Aunties. Everyone loves you, okay? But you've also had a lot of haters growing up. You've had people that try to mess you up or humble you a lot. You're unlike anyone else because you walk the walk and you are someone that can go through situations and still look like you're winning. Because I keep seeing like the waves that are coming up and down in this card. You've proven yourself, I've heard. You've proven yourself to others that you can handle as much as they want to throw to you. You could have people in your life that are like, people on the sides that are like, we don't even know what to do to them. We don't even know what to do with them at this point. We don't know how to get at them. We don't know how to start problems with them. We don't know how to start a controversial here. We don't know. You can have like a bob or really low hair, like maybe like curls. You probably like to wear hats or like headbands or cover your hair. Someone's child could have just gotten recently baptized. Let's see, how is my pile number 3 unlike anyone else? How is my pile 3 unlike anyone else? You you aren't like anybody else because you are someone committed. Okay? This is the pile that if they say they're going to run every morning, they're going to run every morning. You're about your word when it comes to your craft and your personal life. Okay? That's how you're unlike anyone else. And you might come across like you get it so easily. Oh my God, look how their body transformed out of nowhere. Look how they were able to buy this car. But a lot of people don't see the struggles that it gets for you. It takes for you to get what you have. You're unlike anyone else because you make it look so easy, pal 3. You could be attracted to red birds. Something about a red bird. Somebody here could do nails for a living or just know how to do them. Somebody here could be a Scorpio. Pile 3, you're unlike anyone else because you are so good in hiding your struggles. You're so good at hiding the fact that you're tired or overwhelmed or exhausted. This is the pile that keeps their emotions to themselves. This is the pile that can feel uncomfortable and just rather deal with it themselves. You don't take anything personally, but you will feel bad about things. Okay? You'll get over things quickly, but they do hurt you. It's not like you just, rub it off of you or like, you know what I mean? This pile 3, you're not necessarily sensitive. Like I don't see a very sensitive pile here. But I see someone that when you take offense to things, you really check in with yourself like, why did that really bother me, This you're the type of person that you go beyond of what others have to say, and you do know that people have bad days. You have a very open mind when it comes to others. You forgive easily, and I don't think you take anything personally. Not even if someone canceled plans with you. It's like you always have a way of looking at the light rather than the ugly. Like, well, maybe they had a problem, or maybe this happened. Okay? You might also been blamed before for being too nice or being too good of a person, pile 3. But something that people don't know about you that I do is that you're very spiteful. You're very revengeful. And you might think of ways in your mind to how you could get revenge on others. Or how you can probably be messy. Or how can you throw the rock but never show the hand. You know what I mean, pile 3? I almost feel like you always take the high road. But it's like just looking at you, I don't think anybody would expect you to take revenge. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Pile 3, how are you unlike anyone else? How is my pile 3 unlike anyone else? You can have very big hands. Or if not, you can do like palm readings. You know how to do palm readings. Let's see here. How is my pile 3 unlike anyone else? Yeah, a lot of privacy, secrecy. And someone that is a grudge holder, someone here that likes to take revenge. And I feel like in the past you have taken revenge with the Hangman in reverse. You have come back for people. 7 of Pentacles. You have come back for people. And you could have probably succeeded in it. But I don't think your karma was that good afterwards. So, pile 3, we all know Scorpios and certain water signs, they love to think about revenge, okay? And sometimes might even take it upon themselves to do it. But pile 3, you could be a grudge holder, I'm not gonna lie. But what makes you unlike anyone else that you can hold it together. You can control yourself. This is the pile that really can control their emotions here. You are the one that wears a mask, okay? Pile 3, maybe in the past when you were a little bit immature, you could have been very fake. But Pile 3, you're unlike anyone else because you're almost too good to be true. I think it's your secrecy that gives you this radiant popularity. People might think that your life is almost too perfect. And the way you're unlike anyone else is that you let them believe it. You actually let them believe it, and you believe it yourself. You know, it's those type of people where you give them a compliment and they just don't know how to take it, that they just have to put it down. Like, you know, oh my God, that shirt is so nice. Oh, this raggedy, old, thrifted shirt? Oh no, I don't think so. You know what I mean? But when it's, you know, you can have a damn trash bag on, Pile 3. Oh my God, I love the fit. Oh, thank you. Pile 3, you almost just let people really believe the best versions of you, who you are. Um, the way you're unlike anyone else is that you'll give up easily when things are not working out. No, this is not the ride or die group. This is that I will hide if you try me. So Pile 3, yeah, you don't stick around for others. That's how you're unlike anyone else. You don't stick around for others even if you love them so much. It's like you know how and when to walk away. And people might also feel like you're so detached, but that's not the truth about you at all. You wholeheartedly really care about people and things, but it's like almost like your ambition to succeed, your ambition to be a better you, almost kind of wears it off. It's like, yeah, they hurt me, but I need to go get this money. I need to go get this education. It's like, yeah, they hurt me, but I can't stop and cry about this. I got to keep going. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a Capricorn moon watching this, Pile 3. You almost don't have time to show people your emotions. And you almost don't have time to even complain about your problems. It's like they're not going to solve them. So who cares? You know? Pile 3, you are extremely talented at what you do, whether it's makeup, nails, whatever, mechanical, technology, doesn't matter what it is. You're really good at what you do. That's how you're unlike anyone else because you focus on what you do, and it's like everything you do, you're just really good at it. Okay, even if it's talking, you're really good at it. All right, and people don't get to see that hard work. People might also maybe even see you as detached when it comes to your past and things that hurt you, but you're very driven. And that's what's different about you. It's like, yes, I might have been born poor, but I will certainly not die poor. Okay. All right. There's a lot of ambition here, a lot of progressive energy, and it's almost like you don't have time to stop and think or think about what others feel about you and if others care. It's like if you're not showing up correctly, you're you're better off leaving. Okay, so let's get any tip of the day for my pal number 3. A tip for the day, for the week, whatever. Let's just get like a little tip. Every thought that I think is creating my future. So be wary of your thoughts, pal number 3. Negative in the past, low vibrational, thinking you don't have enough money, all the hateful thoughts you have about people and maybe even your job. Watch it, pal 3, because your mind is constantly manifesting. So put nice things in it. And remember, it doesn't matter if you think negative. You have about 3 seconds to rebuke it and think the opposite. And remember, guys, you're not going to wake up and have a positive mindset with everything. Okay? It's an exercise. It's a muscle. And it has to be exercised. That's what I meant to say. Okay? Trust me, guys. even I don't wake up thinking the most positive things, but I have to force myself to do it. Like we force ourselves sometimes to drink our water and, drink our vitamins. All right. Any last mess we have here? My life is a mirror. Okay. So the people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. So, pile 3, if you're having very dismissive people in your life, people that are, dismissive about your feelings, you don't feel heard, you don't feel seen, people are annoying you constantly, know that a lot of these annoyingness and all these disruptive emotions you have can literally be a reflection of things that you haven't cleared out yet about your past. Okay? Things that bother you from your past and things that continue to show themselves in your current life that you probably need to face. Okay? So, pile 3, remember, your life is a mirror. All right? The way people talk to you, the way people interact with you is all a mirror. Okay? And I know people don't like to hear that. Like, I'm definitely not like that. I don't know why these people. It doesn't have to be that you're like that. It could definitely mean just the deep feelings and emotions you have about yourself or even others, okay? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.